Next Door Neighbors is made possible by the support of the Nissan Foundation.
We live in a world full of sounds, chaos. When I compose, I imagine the sound in my head and I peel the sounds off, and that's my process.
Wu Fei is a Nashville-based composer, vocalist, and player of the guzheng, a 21-string Chinese zither. Born and raised in China, her work often takes place at the intersection of Chinese and Western culture. You can hear this in one of her most recent projects.
Hello Go Mountain is a chamber orchestra composition. I was inspired by the story from the Second World War of more than 20,000 Jewish refugees fleeing from Europe to Shanghai, China.
As Nazis came to power in Germany, Jewish families began looking for a way out. But few countries opened their doors, including the U.S. In the late 1930s, Shanghai was one of the only places that remained open to Jewish refugees. Even that, however, was short-lived.
So many Jewish refugees lived in Shanghai during about 10 years of time. They thought they were going to stay to build their home when the Civil War of China broke out, so they had to flee again to San Francisco, most of them.
In 1945, President Truman issued an executive order which opened the doors to more displaced persons. At that time, Jewish refugees in Shanghai made their way to the port of San Francisco, also known as Old Gold Mountain. It was a gateway to the U.S. and the closing of a chapter in China.
So I always wondered, what if they stayed? And what if their culture merged with the Chinese culture? And what music culture that have built together? Hello Go Mountain is me imagining the Chinese musicians and the Jewish musicians from Shanghai working and collaborating together.
To complete her vision, Fei collaborated with Chatterbird, a Nashville-based chamber music ensemble.
Working with Chatterbird has been truly rewarding. We really have pushed envelopes forward to be very innovative, of using irregular ways of playing our instruments.
Their performance, captured at Vanderbilt University's Ingram Hall, works to reimagine both the humanity of refugees past and the ongoing chaos that consumes victims of war, even today. You can hear this in a movement called The Raid.
I used improvisation, using signs to direct the musicians to create a very chaotic sound instead of the traditional classical sound. I hope this piece will share the history with more communities and eventually to bring hope to the refugee community.
Next Door Neighbors is made possible by the support of the Nissan Foundation.